was bloody fantastic.
Thank you.
Let me tell you something, Courtney. Something has changed in you.
Imagine standing on the America's Got Talent stage. The audience is on its feet, clapping, cheering, and screaming your name, but all you see is Simon Cowell. He's sitting there, arms crossed, with his signature poker face. He isn't clapping, but he doesn't need to. When Simon leans back in his chair, stunned, you know you've done something extraordinary. You've hit a note that resonates not just with the crowd, but with one of the toughest critics in the music world. That moment of recognition, rare and almost mythical, is exactly what happened to Courtney Hadwin in 2018. At just 13, she blew away judges, audiences, and millions of viewers at home with a voice that seemed impossibly mature for her age. Her raw talent, her raspy, soulful tone, and her stage presence marked her as something special, something unforgettable. Simon Cowell quickly recognized her potential. Taking her under his wing, he provided the support of his record label, giving Courtney what seemed like a fast track to stardom. Yet, despite the initial hype, the journey that followed was far from simple. Fame can be dazzling, but it can also be overwhelming, especially for someone so young. Lights, cameras, contracts, and constant public attention replaced the relative simplicity of her childhood. Slowly, the support and limelight she had enjoyed faded, leaving many to wonder, what went wrong? Today, we delve deep into the story of Courtney Hadwin, her rise, the challenges she faced, and her journey to reclaim her voice. Where is she now, and what does her story teach us about talent, fame, and resilience? Simon Cowell often claims he never cries. Known as a stern, unsentimental figure who has built stars and shattered dreams alike, he rarely shows emotion. But the first time he heard Courtney Hadwin sing, something changed. He was nearly moved to tears. That moment encapsulated what those who have seen her early performances already knew. Courtney's talent was extraordinary, rare, and undeniable. Born on July 6, 2004, Courtney grew up in Heselden, a small former mining village near Hartlepool in northeast England. Her childhood was modest but rich in music. Raised by her parents, Paul and Anne-Marie, alongside her younger siblings Paul and Melissa, she was surrounded by love, encouragement, and, importantly, music. From the earliest age, she was singing at home, experimenting with melodies, and immersing herself in musical exploration. Her interest deepened as she grew older. She took part in local musical theater productions, honed her voice through cover songs, and drew inspiration from watching other young talents succeed. One pivotal moment was seeing Connie Talbot on Britain's Got Talent. Watching Connie, Courtney realized that her dream of singing seriously wasn't just a fantasy, it could become a reality. By the age of 9 or 10, she began to dedicate herself to singing properly. At 11, while attending Heselden Primary School, she performed during a lunchtime open mic session, singing Say Something by a Great Big World with Christina Aguilera's influence. The performance was filmed, uploaded to Facebook, and quickly went viral in her community. Her classmates were amazed by her ability, urging her to pursue her gift. Her grandfather also played a significant role in her early development. He recounted how she would busk in local areas to help fund her singing lessons and cover family travel expenses. Despite the modest earnings, this initiative allowed her to take lessons at multiple local institutions, including Shotton Hall Theatre School, Peanuts Masterclasses, Kate Sir School of Music, and Vocal Ovation by Julie Miles. Her first major competition appearance came in 2015, at the Teen Star UK contest in Newcastle. There, she reached the grand final with a rendition of Bob Dylan's Make You Feel My Love, earning recognition for her unique and soulful sound. At 12, she won Hartlepool's Performer of the Year award and became a finalist in the Beyond the Lights award ceremony. She auditioned for Open Mic UK in 2016, performing Nothing Compares to You, and also opened for Sister Sledge at the South Tyneside Festival in front of over 18,000 attendees. By this time, the signs were clear. She wasn't just a local performer, she was a star in the making. In 2017, Courtney took her talents to The Voice Kids UK, a platform that would further shape her as a performer. Her audition, a high-energy rendition of Tina Turner's Nutbush City Limits, earned her a spot on Danny Jones's team. Her journey on the show was intense. She advanced to the battle round with Dancing in the Street, reached the semi-finals singing James Brown's I Got You, I Feel Good, and concluded the finals with And I'm Telling You I'm Not Going. Courtney emerged as a finalist, cementing her reputation as a young singer with remarkable stage presence and extraordinary vocal control. During these formative years, Courtney developed a relentless work ethic. Starting vocal exercises at the age of 11 and maintaining them through her teenage years, she combined natural talent with dedication. Her small-town roots, live performances, and competitions in Northern England instilled in her both a unique performance style and the determination to succeed. Her family's support was unwavering. Her mother recognized the exceptional talent in Courtney, while her father worked extra jobs, delivering pizzas and covering petrol costs, to enable her to attend auditions and open mic events. When Courtney advanced to national and then international competitions, her family even relocated temporarily to Los Angeles to support her career. Their love and guidance kept her grounded, reminding her of her roots and preventing early fame from overwhelming her. By early 2018, Courtney had attracted enough attention that America's Got Talent producers invited her to audition for season 13. At 13, she walked onto the stage as a shy schoolgirl from County Durham, England. Initially nervous, her presence seemed small, fragile even. But the moment she began singing Otis Redding's Hard to Handle, everything changed. Her voice, raspy and powerful, captured the attention of judges and audience alike. The timid girl who had stepped on stage moments ago transformed into a commanding performer, brimming with energy, grit, and confidence far beyond her years. Even Simon Cowell, known for his stoicism, couldn't resist. As he watched her, his rigid posture softened, and he admitted, "You were this shy little thing when you came out. You sing, and you're like a lion." Howie Mandel immediately hit the golden buzzer, sending Courtney straight to the live shows. He likened her voice to Janis Joplin, declaring that it belonged to a different era entirely. The world took notice almost instantly. Within hours, Courtney's audition video went viral, eventually surpassing 310 million views. Fans worldwide began to recognize her as a generational talent, a young performer whose voice seemed decades older than her years. She advanced to the quarterfinals, then the semifinals, delivering electrifying performances that blurred the line between child prodigy and seasoned artist. By the time the finals arrived, Courtney had amassed a global fan base, yet the crown ultimately eluded her. She placed 6th overall, surprising many but firmly establishing herself on the international stage. Following her AGT success, Courtney returned for AGT, the champions, in 2019. Her trajectory had shifted by then. Simon Cowell signed her to Psycho Music in partnership with Arista Records, signaling the start of a professional music career. At just 14, Courtney was suddenly part of a highly structured, high-pressure industry, one where creative control was limited and expectations were enormous. Overnight, she was thrust into the whirlwind of fame. Talk shows, news segments, and streaming platforms featured her everywhere. Headlines hailed her as the next Janis Joplin and the 13-year-old who sang like a legend. Suddenly, the girl who had once buskied in small English towns was expected to deliver polished pop soul tracks, attend promotional events, and maintain a professional image in a global arena. Courtney later revealed the pressure was overwhelming. She had to perform consistently, week after week, while also recording original music, participating in interviews, and traveling internationally. The support of her family helped, but even so, the demands were intense for someone so young. Courtney's teenage years in the industry were marked by a tension familiar to many young artists, the conflict between artistic identity and commercial expectations. Songwriters, producers, and label executives sought to shape her sound into something commercially viable, often at odds with her soulful roots. She reflected, "Everyone around me was telling me who I should be and what I should sound like." The result was mental and emotional strain. Courtney felt detached from her own music, performing in sessions where the songs didn't feel authentic. The polished pop soul tracks clashed with her raw, gritty vocals. The very talent that had launched her career, her unique voice and emotive delivery, was being smoothed into conformity. Critics and fans continued to praise her, calling her a force of nature and marveling at her stage presence. Rolling Stone described her as arriving like a storm. Yet, behind the cameras, Courtney felt isolated. Surrounded by industry professionals and traveling constantly, she missed home, missed normalcy, and missed the sense of being in control of her own creative journey. The pressure eventually led Courtney to step back. Her social media posts dwindled, media appearances decreased, and fans began to wonder where she had gone. Rumors circulated. Was she ill? Had there been a breakdown? The reality was simpler. She was reclaiming herself, her music, and her life. Courtney began exploring new material, with lyrics hinting at emotional depth and honesty. Lines like, "You only want me when I'm smiling," revealed the toll of early fame and the intensity of expectations placed on a teenager. Slowly, she was taking control again, turning her experiences into music that reflected her true self. Courtney Hadwin's story is not just about fame or talent, it's about resilience. From small-town beginnings to the bright lights of global television, she navigated challenges few could imagine. Her journey highlights the pressures of the modern music industry, the importance of a supportive family, and the strength it takes to maintain artistic identity in the face of enormous external expectations. Even now, Courtney continues to evolve. The early viral fame was only the beginning. While the world initially saw her as a child prodigy with a voice beyond her years, Courtney's ongoing journey is about finding balance between career and